dear friends, dear Ireland. Thank you for your attention to Ukraine and for the fact that Ireland has truly stood the test of time. Thank you for providing home and protection to our people when they needed it most once the war broke out back home. While in some societies the fatigue from news about the war is growing, we do not feel that your voice, the voice of Ireland, is turning quieter. Thank you. Our peoples, Ukrainian and Irish, are among the few in Europe who spent centuries fighting for the right to remain themselves. And now, for nearly 4 years of Russia's full-scale war against our people, our children, the most devastating war for freedom in Europe since World War II, Ireland has stood firmly and clearly for our independence and for a just end to this war. So thank you for your steadfast support for these years of standing with us. And thank you for not losing faith in us. Just as we do not lose faith that the day will come when we will welcome all our friends to Ukraine in peace, and when we will welcome home all our people who were forced to flee back to a peaceful Ukraine back home. And we are working to make it real. This morning here in Ireland, our team delivered a full briefing following the meetings in the United States, and we are fully engaged in negotiations, and we are only stepping up our efforts. Our team is now looking ahead to next very important meetings. Today, Ukraine is closer to peace than ever before, and there is a real chance. But we must seize this chance fully, the whole world, not just one of another powerful country. Ukraine wants peace. Ladies and gentlemen, one strong country can start a war. Another strong country can help to stop the war. But to restore justice and defend what's right, we need a community, a world made up of many different nations. It is the community of nations that decides, united by shared sentiments, shared aspirations, a shared desire for justice. We want to stand alongside Ireland in the European Union as equals. And I'm confident that this will happen. Europe cannot run away from its own values. It must stand up for them. And Ukraine is doing exactly that today on Europe's behalf. Ladies and gentlemen, dear Ireland, please remember your voice matters. From Ireland's vote at the United Nations to the words in your media, from your thoughts here in Dublin to every home in the global Irish community around the world. That's millions of people who can influence hundreds of millions more. When the most powerful apply pressure, the global community helps guide that pressure in the right direction. Just as there is no capital in the world, unaware of what St. Patrick's Day is, there should be no capital that does not know that the Irish together with the Ukrainians and many other nations, are united for a real peace. A peace without humiliation and based on something truly real, on shared values. And those values are not business as usual, not appeasement of killers, not turning a blind eye to what has happened. Among those values is this: the aggressor must be held accountable for what was done. Please take an active role in making the tribunal for this aggression a reality, not just joining, but pushing, working, insisting that justice must begin with accountability. Please continue to advocate for every form of sanctions against Russia, and it's time for Russian assets to serve the cause of peace, to help defend and rebuild Ukraine. Without a just peace, hatred will not fade. It will continue to smolder and provoke new and new violence. History has seen this before, and this time it must be different. We need real peace. Help us achieve it and never lose your faith in Ukraine. Thank you, Ireland. Glory to Ukraine. Thank you.
$25 करोड़ गरीब गरीबी को परास्त करके बाहर निकले।
For the good of our nation, let's work together and let's truly make America great again.
The fastest news breaks.
Requested PM saying that we will have to speak to Putin and to Zelensky.
The biggest news makers.
The relationship with India is probably the most important bilateral relationship the U.S. will have for the rest of this century.
The capital delivered quite an election result today.
Expert analysis.
The million-dollar question today is how to stop this dance of death.
Ground reports.
I'm standing at the crossroad of the Kumbh Mela. Behind me are more than 100 entry ghats.
Long-form interviews.
Exclusionary politics is reflected in Manipur case as well. You don't bother because this is a small state.
Deep dive into burning issues.
It's often said DRC could be the richest country in the whole world. It's because of what sits underneath.
Why exactly did the US topple the Sheikh Hasina government?
HD videos. We don't just break news, we break it down.